when
Yeah.
they're chugging syrup in the fucking diner. They show
Uh,
Ramathorn like with his policeman mustachio.
yeah.
Do it.
Do
I fucking love
it.
it.
Such a good movie, dude.
Dude, the boys have been watching Tacoma FD with me.
I haven't watched it.
It's on Netflix. I don't know if you still have a Netflix account.
I don't know either.
But they did 4 seasons, and it is fucking hilarious.
That's them in the fire department, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's well worth a watch.
Oh shit.
They're
I'll check it
22-minute episodes because they were on
Okay.
TV.
Yeah.
So just a half-hour sitcom. It is wildly inappropriate and so fucking funny. It is so fucking funny.
That's the best part about those movies is how inappropriate.
Yeah, well, it's such juvenile humor.
Yeah.
But it is so fucking good.
Like Super Troopers when the captain shows up and they're shooting the fucking bullets at the Kevlar cup. He's like, we used to use blanks.
Back in my day, we used blanks.
Yeah, he's just standing out there with just a jock strap on.
You are sick, aren't you?
He says, thanks, Captain. Such a good movie.
Oh my God, I fucking love it. Man, spring has sprung, motherfuckers. Look at this sunshine. Sunshine behind me. Yeah. Oh my God, I fucking love it. I am so excited.
It's been a little gloomy this week, so what a way to fucking polish the week off.
You know what? It has been gloomy, but you can tell. Like you wake up in the morning, we're getting out of the house at a reasonable hour, taking kids to school, getting to the office, getting to the shop, and the birds are singing. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, I fucking love it.
Sing to me.
Love it. Yes. Just bricked up driving the kids to school.
It feels so nice.
So inappropriate.
It feels so
ever
nice.
Say that. What the fuck is the matter with me? Oh my God.
Meant all nicked up. That's what you meant.
Nicked up and bricked up. Sorry,
yeah.
Still said it. Fuck. Welcome back to Incredibly Uncensored. I am Johnny B. Good. Man, it feels good to be back. How you doing, Mikey?
I'm doing good, man.
In spite of the fact that you crushed your phone today?
Yeah. I had a hell of a morning, man, but it's all part of the growth journey, right? You have some shitty things happen, you just pick yourself up and move the fuck on, right?
Yes, exactly.
All in all, it's a good day.
Onward and upward, as they say. Yep. Let's go. Shout out to my boy JC.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Oh, it's the whitest rendition of that. I am fucking here for it. God damn. That shit is good. Oh, okay. So we have got a fucking packed docket for today.
Oh, yeah.
So got some things to talk about. First and foremost, you had a good week so far.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we record on Fridays now. That's kind of our modus operandi. You and I, we've got busy schedules. We got kids, got sports ball on the weekends. We're getting into spring. So we've decided that Friday nights when we record, the episodes come out on Wednesday.
Yeah, it works out good for, I think, both of us.
It's a beautiful thing. Absolutely. We are a little remiss because we're not going to know when this airs if our boys in blue, our Michigan Wolverines, and our boys in green, our Michigan State Spartans, are going to be victorious.
Yeah.
In theory, they could both be victorious tonight and then playing each other on Sunday.
Which would be crazy.
Woo! So if you're listening, I mean, hop in the comments and tell us that we were right or wrong. I hate to say this, and I'm going to get flamed like a motherfucker. I don't think Michigan's going to win.
You don't think so?
I think Auburn's going to steamroll them by at least double digits.
Really?
I do.
Oh,
I do. I watched Auburn's few games leading up to this. I went back and watched some replays. Yeesh. I mean, if Wolf and Golden are on point, then it's a different story. But legitimately, the way that I look at it, Michigan has to play a perfect game.
Well, we have to win this game like we've won our other tough games, and that's with defense.
Yes. Well,
less than 80 points.
Yep.
Like
with defense, but we have to mitigate our turnovers. The biggest challenge we've had is too many fucking turnovers.
Well, I think it was the last game. We had like 9 turnovers in the first half, and then I think 2 in the second half, and that's why we won that game. Hands down. I mean, they were shooting good, they were playing good defense, but you're absolutely right. Eliminate them turnovers, and we have a chance.
Yeah. I think Michigan State wins tonight.
Who do they play? Is it
Ole Miss?
Ole Miss. That's right.
Yep, they play Ole Miss. Yep. So number 6 seed. Ole Miss looks good. Ole Miss looks good. I think they're going to have some answers for Michigan State's fast break.
Mm.
But anything's possible.
Well, which is their biggest advantage?
Absolutely,
is the fast break.
Absolutely, it is. So if Ole Miss can mitigate that, they might be able to keep it close. But I think Michigan State comes out on top. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to cheer for Michigan.
Oh yeah,
I'm cheering for Michigan from start to finish. I'm just a little nervous because Auburn looks fucking good right now.
Yeah,
Auburn looks super fucking good.
Hey, I mean, we're rolling on hopes and dreams.
Right. This is house money.
Yeah, this is first year coach.
Yeah.
A couple of our guys came in as a transfer. They're going to be leaving.
100%.
Like, we made it to the Sweet 16. I'm already pretty happy. If we make it to the Elite 8, that shit's going to be dynamic, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and potentially playing Michigan State. So a rematch because Michigan's 0-2 against MSU.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
you don't beat them 3 times in a row.
That's the rumor.
Yeah.
That's the rumor, but they got to get past Auburn. And that's a tall order. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be another good night of basketball.
Hell yeah.
An even better weekend of more basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the Wings game last night.
Yeah,
it was a really shitty first 2 periods, but then we came back and we made it a game. I mean, we were in it till the very last fucking second. It was a hell of a good game.
I mean,
yeah. And it was my first time at Little Caesars Arena. I hadn't been down there yet.
Really?
Yeah, I'd been to the Joe multiple times.
Yeah.
I just hadn't made it down. The Pistons for the past couple of years haven't been anything to write home about.
Yep.
So I just never wanted to spend the money or the time to go down there, but went with some people that I work with. Fucking great time.
Yeah.
What a nice arena.
Yeah, no.
Comfortable. We were in the lower bowl. I was looking up because everybody talks about how steep the seats are at Little Caesars Arena. And up top in that upper level, that don't be drunk up there.
No way. Or down here.
Brought to you by Celsius. A little bit of a spicy garlic burp from lunch today. Woo. All right. So moving on. But yeah, I mean, and Tigers, they dropped their first one.
Yep.
You know, we did
Dodgers.
Yeah. Yep. We strained at 15.
Oh.
Runners in scoring position. We were 0-15. That hurt a little bit. But Torkelson was looking amazing last night.
Yep.
Home run, 4 walks.
Yep.
5 for 5. I was like, fuck, man, now we're talking. Let's keep that shit fucking cranking.
For sure.
So lots of good things happening in the spring.
And the Pistons are going to be in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
They're like 5, I think, in the East right now.
Yeah, 5th in the East. They're almost in 4th.
Yeah.
They're real close. So yeah, we're going to have a fun couple of months with some playoff football or playoff basketball. And I don't know, I'm excited.
Yeah. Tigers are starting up.
Oh, it's so great.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
This fucking time of year. I love it. It's so beautiful.
Getting warm out.
I know. I got to go say hi to you in the parking lot with like just my t-shirt on. I was like, hurry up, man. Fucking freezing my tits off. So that was kind of cool. But all right. Well, let's jump right into it.
Yeah.
So as of the time that this airs on Wednesday, I will have celebrated my 7th year of sobriety.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I did it all myself. Yep. Appreciate that. Let's feed the narcissism.
I sculpted.
Feed the narcissism.
Thank you. I sculpted my life myself.
I am the architect of all of this. So like it or leave it, get fucked because it is what it is.
7 years. That's good. I'm 6 months in.
Which is fucking phenomenal because I'll tell you what, once you get to 7 years, you're not coasting, for lack of a better word. I will be an alcoholic forever. I just choose not to drink.
Right.
So I'm just not going to embrace my alcoholism. But those first 6 months, there's a lot of shit going on there where you kind of renormalize and rebalance your life.
Yeah.
Right.
That's very true.
Pretty fucking crazy shit.
It's very crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. And I commend anybody that decides to take that journey. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
It is a wildly personal decision that you have to make of your own accord.
Yeah.
You know, and I was one of those people that I was never going to quote unquote be bullied into being sober. I woke up one day, I'm like, you know what? My life is in fucking shambles. Largely due to my own decision making. I'm going to go ahead and try to make some changes. And so
with my decisions.
And literally, I went cold turkey like that. Never stepped foot into an AA meeting, anything like that. I just said, I'm fucking done.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that mind over matter goes a long way. When you make a conscious decision, you got to be able to trust yourself to fucking follow through, right?
Right.
None of it's easy. I want to drink every fucking day. But instead of getting too in the weeds and too emotional and, oh my God, the struggles, let's talk and have a little bit of fun. Here are the 5 most popular questions that I get as a sober party guy.
Oh, these are going to be good.
Here we go. So the first one is, oh, well, why don't you drink? Why the fuck do you drink?
I would say, do you want the real answer, or do you want me to lie to you?
Oh no. So the beauty of it is, again, shameless as a motherfucker. I could care less. I'm like, yo, you want to ask? You want to open that can of worms? Let's crack that fucking beer open for you. I'm going to grab my Diet Coke. Let's have a chat, baby. We'll get real deep. You want to be fucking uncomfortable? I'll tell you about all the shit.
I got a lot to say.
Yeah. Here you go. So classic. It's almost always the first question. Some people are genuinely curious, while others ask because your choice makes them reflect on their drinking. Could it be for health, past addiction, trauma, personal growth, religious reasons? No. There's a million possible answers. And how accurate is that?
Yeah.
It is a wildly personal decision. And it's always something that gets delved into deeper, right?
Yep.
You know, if there's 5 people standing around smoking, nobody says to the 6th one, why aren't you fucking smoking?
It's true.
You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
So it's like, what is this weird normalization that has occurred within our culture where drinking is just, if you don't do it, you're being questioned as opposed to why you're doing it.
Yep. Because everybody does it.
Again, I don't come from a place of judgment. I don't give a fuck what you do with your life. I have no control over yours. I have no control over anybody else's life but my own. And it's a deeply personal decision. I would love, and we've talked about this at length, I would love to be able to be that guy that's just like, dinner, single cocktail. Oh no, here we are. I've had 1 cocktail, which means now I'm blackout drunk. I'm buying Bitcoin at an all-time high. I'm deciding to fly to Vegas. I'm doing all the things that I don't need to be doing. I'm like, hey, anybody up? Let's go find some shit to do. You know,
anybody up?
It's like,
what are you guys doing?
Yeah, this is, or the question is like, bro, are you fucking hammered at 3 p.m? Yeah. Yeah. Let's go do some shit.
Come on. You're driving.
Let's play some Keno. Let's go buy $1,000 of scratch offs. Let's empty the fucking gas station. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just, there's any number of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I suffered from an inability to be able to maintain.
Right.
It was always just, once I started, I would never stop.
There you go. I
would never. You got to finish. Yeah. I'm not going to start a fucking marathon and quit in the 8th mile. That's unreasonable. You know, I'm going to take it to the very end. Mine typically ended with somebody door dashing me Taco Bell and me, you know, in my underwear laid out on the floor like I was having a Taco Bell seance and half eaten food, and the dog's like eating my Crunch Wrap in the corner. It's very, very weird. Crunch Wrap is Crunch Wrap is not a double entendre. I'm talking specifically the Crunch Wrap. The dog was not doing anything weird. So, all right, moving on to question number 2.
Thank you for the clarification on that.
Yeah. Are you in recovery? Here's the beauty of that. Usually asked in hushed tones.
Yeah.
Like you're in witness protection.
Yeah.
Like, so, hey, are
Going,
you in recovery?
Yeah, you going to AA?
This one gets into heavier territory, and while it's well-meaning, it can feel intrusive if the person isn't ready to talk about their journey. But for many, it's also a chance to open up and break some stigma. And that's what I'm here. I'm here to just fuck stigma in its ass. I don't give a shit. I could care less. It is not a problem for a lot of people. Or for some, maybe it is a problem and you just don't want to admit it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not here to judge. This is your life. This is your journey. This is you doing whatever it is you want to do. Right?
Right.
100%. So I give people a lot of credit when they start asking these questions. The funny thing is, I never have these conversations in a sober setting.
No,
we're at dinner and people have been pre-gaming and everybody's chatting and joshing around and this and that. And hey, why aren't you drinking? Oh my God, are you fucking drunk? Are you an alcoholic? And then it just snowballs. Like, yeah, as a matter of fact, I am.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm not drinking or we have to go find some blow. You know,
right.
It's like, what the fuck? Like, what's happening here? You guys are absolutely insane.
Right.
You know, so
just order me some chicken wings, please.
Yeah, let me just sit here and eat peace. I'm taking it all in.
Right.
I'm low-key taking snaps and just, you know, making fun of you fuckers low-key with all my friends. So just be cool there. All right. So
extra plate of cheese balls, please.
Yeah, more cheese balls.
Yeah.
Entire round. Keep them coming.
Yeah, that's what we're buying now.
Bottomless cheese
They're,
balls.
we're buying shots. Just keep this basket full, ma'am.
Ranch on ranch on ranch. Give me all the ranch. All right. Moving on to question 3 that I'm asked when I talk about my sobriety journey. Do you ever miss drinking? Every fucking day.
Only every day. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, asshole.
Just stop thinking about it, actually.
When I fall asleep at night, it's just little Maker's Marks bottles dancing around my head.
Yeah, it's the little wax that they pour over it. They're just pouring it all over my body.
Man. Translation, you mean you're not dying inside without margaritas? People assume that sobriety equals deprivation. This question can open up a cool convo about what's gained through sobriety versus what's lost. Spoiler, it's mostly hangovers and bad decisions that get left behind.
Yeah. Mostly, yeah.
Bingo. Mm-hmm. Yes. So real talk, do I miss drinking? Absolutely. I miss the social aspect of it. Right. You know, going out and you're at dinner with some friends and whatever, it would be nice to be able to just have a fucking cocktail.
It's a really good feeling to get a few in you and open up a little more, you know what I mean? And kind of get loud and laugh and do all the fun things, you know?
Well, and for those of you that don't know, I'm already pretty loud without drinking. So just imagine when we crank it up to 11.
Well, my wife actually told me yesterday, she's like, you're just really intense most of the time. And I'm like, yeah, I can appreciate that. I'm like, thanks for dealing with me. I appreciate it. Like,
it is called an enthusiasm for life. And I don't think there's anything fucking wrong with that.
No, I don't think so either.
Sometimes I'm enthusiastic. All you got to do is watch a sports ball game with me. We could be watching cricket. I know none of the rules and I'm still fucking getting into it. I go deep. I go hard in the fucking paint.
Cricket.
I love cricket. Yeah. Or what I know of it.
Yeah.
I just watched a short where some dude got fucking wrecked in the dick with a cricket ball.
And that thing's fucking moving, dude. Yeah, when they hit it with that paddle.
He went down fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like a fucking bag of rocks. Just bloop.
We were at, I don't know why this, well, I guess I do know why I made me think of it, but we went to the Birds game a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Fucking dudes are skating around. All of a sudden, some dude's fucking, the cup out of his jock strap must have fell out and it fell right on the floor. And everybody was like looking. Kelly goes, what is that? I goes, it looks like a cup. So like we're looking around and everybody's starting to see it. Well, the players are like, hey, like, what the fuck? Like, who's it? And you see them all like feeling around. The ref comes out there. He's got a towel. He like throws it over it and grabs it and walks it over to the bench. And some guy has his head down. He's like, shoves it back down there. I'm like, how does that even fall out?
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
How did it fall out?
Dude, you got to tighten up them drawstrings.
He had to just be like raw dogging under them hockey pants. Just like stuck it on there like a suction cup.
Just dick and balls and ass. Just everything.
That's it. Like, man, it's fucking hot in here. I'm not wearing my underwear today.
That's hilarious.
I know.
That's good shit. Dude, those are those points where you got to grab the camera. We can put that on the YouTube page.
I may have got the picture or the video, but I don't fucking have it right now. Thanks for bringing that up.
Thanks, Google Cloud.
It's on the cloud.
All right, so here we go. The next question, number 4. Can you still go out and have fun?
No.
I am a giant piece of shit. Sit on my ass. I am depressed all of the time.
I can't. See that chair over there in the corner? That's for me when we go out.
Just never mind. I'm not going there. So it says, as if bars and fun are legally bonded. Yes, people in recovery or who are sober still laugh, dance, eat, flirt, fuck, and even sing karaoke. Wild, right? Fun doesn't require a buzz, but for some folks, rediscovering fun without alcohol is a journey in itself.
That is very true.
It is, because if you think back to all the times when you were still drinking,
mm-hmm.
and you want to talk about like an event or something was going on, what have you. Everything revolved around being at the bar. You're at a dart league, a pool league. You're out at a concert with friends. Drinking was the glue that was holding the occupation of sorts together, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So that is absolutely 110% valid.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So true,
it is
dude.
absolutely valid.
Well,
And
because
I'm trying to normalize it with myself, with being able to go out and enjoy myself
right.
in spite of others drinking. And again, I am not here to judge. I've been a designated driver plenty of times. I am here for it.
Mhm.
I am here for it. Tie one on, have fun. That's just not my cup of tea anymore.
Right.
I'm not judging you. I don't give a fuck.
And that's the thing is like it's
I'm gonna make fun of you. I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna yell in your face the next day. We're gonna have fun, but that's what it is.
I feel like it would be easier for sober people to have fun with people that are drinking if the people that were drinking made it easy and didn't make it awkward that you weren't drinking.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like if
Sure.
you could just sit there and banter, like I'll still sit up till 1 o'clock in the morning with you and talk shit and we can laugh and
I don't know
fuck
about
off. And
one. Pump the fucking brakes, homie.
I would.
I want to
Fuck
be
yeah.
in bed by like 10.
No way. If it's a Friday or something and everybody's hanging out, I'm here for it, dude.
Okay.
Give me the vape pen and we're throwing some music on.
All right.
We're doing the things. You know what I mean? If it's
Potentially.
if it's a, yeah,
You know
that's
what?
I
If
mean.
it's
If it's an event, like
if it's summertime and I bring the kids over, we're all hanging around the
That's what I
deck,
mean.
sitting on the
you
pool.
got the pool, you got the music going, everybody's hanging out.
Okay.
Maybe you're playing some cards or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
I can get behind that. I don't hate that.
and it's not an all the time thing, but we got to do that one time this year.
Without a doubt.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, without
Throw
a
the
doubt.
light in the pool, kick some
Yeah.
music on, get a fire going.
Yeah. Well, I hate to break it to you, but you'll have to talk to me while I'm in the pool because I love to swim
Abso-fucking-lutely, dude.
in the water
Yeah.
all the time.
We got this cool ass fucking light. It's got an app that you can hook up to your phone and change all the different colors on it.
Nice.
Lights up the entire pool. When it's dark out, I mean, it lights up the whole pool. It's
That's
super
fucking
cool.
sweet.
Yeah.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
take a bunch of glow sticks and break them up and throw them in there. Kids dive around for them. Like,
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Looking
dude.
forward to that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. We smoke all
Future
kinds
days
of.
are on the horizon. Let's go.
We smoke all kinds of meats and just all the things.
My heart.
It's gonna be
Be
so
still.
good. It's gonna be great.
Good.
It's gonna be a great summer.
Fuck yeah, it is. All right. Question 5. Is it okay if I drink around you? No.
No, actually. Just when they got it, just keep smelling it. Yeah. Lick your lips, look up.
Burp in my face. just burp in my face. Honestly, one of the more considerate questions. This can open the door for a healthy boundary conversation.
Which
some sober folks are fine around alcohol, some are not. The fact that someone asks to show respect, but the assumption that it must be awkward is a little off base. And that's the thing. If you don't make it a thing, I'm not going to address it at all.
But I mean, to be fair, there might be some people out there that are like, no, I don't want to. It's such kind of situation depending. Like, I don't know. If I go over to your house and I want to bring a 22-ounce can,
Sure.
I would probably ask.
Sure.
You know what I mean, like, hey, I'm already out. Like, care if I just bring a beer over? You probably wouldn't care. But if you're gonna go to a bar or something, don't meet at a bar and say not drink. You know what I mean? Like, no, we're just here to eat. Like, we cannot
Hey, I'm
drink
going out
at
to
all.
get fucked up. You want to join me? Yeah, sure.
I need a driver.
Why are you guys drinking?
Yeah, right. Like, what the hell?
Read the room, motherfucker.
You invited me here?
I didn't know this was a bar that served alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
I thought when you said you wanted to play cornhole, we were doing something different.
Yeah, I told you I was sober.
You fucking piece of shit. All right, so the bonus question that's always lurking. Were you like really bad? So this one says, a little too true crime for polite conversation. People sometimes want the drama or the tea behind someone's sobriety story, especially if they're comparing it to their own drinking habits.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And that's fine.
They want to
Listen,
know.
You want to hear about some degeneracy, fucked up shit? I'm your guy. Let me know. We can have those conversations. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I've got a top 3 stories ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just in case.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Well, I can pick from like the top 10. And
Oh, yeah.
all of them are going to fucking probably pale in comparison. So it is what it is. I commend anybody that's taking the journey.
for sure.
I wish that I could still go out and enjoy a drink or two with some people. I can't. You have to know yourself.
For sure.
And it took me 20 some odd years to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. I'm here. I'm happy. I'm sober. That's the life I lead.
Yeah.
No judgment to those of you that want to drink, but get your shit together, motherfuckers. All right, so old man ranted at the sky.
Oh, yeah.
Old man ranting at the sky, screaming at the sky.
What do you got this week?
So we talked about it in the group chat. I gotta get into this. So the boys come into the office after school and they're talking, they're arguing about something, and not like arguing, just, fucking brotherly banter, just kind of bumping their gums at each other. And I'm working while they're fucking bumping their gums, and they end up, Jace calls Aiden a tryhard. I'm like, tryhard? So I'm like, all right, geriatric millennial over here. Let me look that up. And it was what I thought it was as far as the definition for tryhard, right?
Sure, right.
Somebody that goes above and beyond, this and that. Well, come to find out, some of Aiden's friends were calling him a tryhard because he mastered his multiplication tables or whatever it was he was doing in math. And I talked to him actually about it today, and he's like, I'm just really good at math. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Good. Me too. Math bros. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But there were two issues that came to light during that conversation that fucking chapped my motherfucking ass. And the first one is, listen, all you guys have in life is each other. No matter what. Now, again, I don't have a brother. I would consider you a brother. I'd consider X a brother. If I need something, I can call on you guys and I know you're going to be there.
For sure.
But I'm like, at this age level, I said, nobody should be picking on your brother and you should be joining in. And I lost my motherfucking mind. I'm like, that is fucking bullshit. I said, I've been beating this shit into your skull since you were fucking old enough to understand the words coming out of my mouth. You have each other.
Right.
I said, you motherfuckers need to be back to back defending each other, no matter what.
Period.
Whether it's physical, whether it's verbal, no matter what. If you guys want to pick on each other, I'm fine with that. Don't ever let me fucking hear that a group of kids were making fun of you or your brother and you joined in. I will end your motherfucking life. I was so hot. I'm getting hot and sweaty just talking about it.
I couldn't agree more with you.
I'm like, this is such fucking bullshit. I said, I don't ever want to fucking hear that.
So how did he respond?
Not great. Everybody got super upset. And again, a lot of that's in my delivery, and I'm aware of that. I'm working on it.
Sure.
A work in progress. Journey. Hello. Welcome to the human experience. But I was like, you have got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is such horseshit. I don't ever want to fucking hear that. And so then I jumped into my second aspect of this conversation. And I said, listen, and Jace, he loves the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Patrick Mahomes. I said, they finish up their 4 or 5 hour practice. I said, what does Patrick Mahomes do when practice is over? He stays on the field and runs routes with some of his receivers and fucking throws passes and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty try hard to me.
Fair.
And then Aiden's sitting there and he likes, I don't know, Luka is one of his favorite players. I'm like, what do you think Luka and Steph and those guys do? LeBron.
Yeah.
Practice is done. They stay there and they're going to shoot 100 threes. They're going to shoot 100 free throws. They're going to practice their layups. They're going to do their step backs. They're going to run their fucking drills.
St. Brown catches 200 from the jug machine every day.
I'm like, is that fucking try hard bullshit? Mm-hmm. I'm like, because guess what? I said, are you cool with just to fit in with the crowd? You want to be mediocre?
Mm-hmm.
You want to be mediocre, Mike? How does that fucking feel? Huh? That roll off your fucking tongue?
That did.
Oh, it did. I'm a big fan of
example.
Not a great example. I didn't say mediocre Mikey. I'm a big fan of alliteration. I can't help myself.
Yeah, no,
but I'm like, that is fucking bullshit. I said, guess what? I'm a try-hard podcaster. The tens of people that listen to this fucking podcast are here for it. Yep. I said, I'm not talking to thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people. I'm talking to my fucking friend. But I said, I enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And we're doing video and I edit the podcast and I upload and I pay the money for the shit.
Right.
I'm like, am I a try hard too? I'm like, there's nothing fucking wrong with that.
Right.
Take some fucking pride in what you're doing. You want to be made your whole life, to use the vernacular of the day, Be a mid motherfucker. See how that plays out for you. I said, these motherfuckers that want to be mediocre and just run with the pack, they can serve you your fries when you're fucking doing amazing shit in life.
For real.
I said, being a fucking tryhard is one of the greatest things you can fucking do. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
For sure.
Oh, I'm getting fucking pumped up.
And don't
feel like a fucking Pentecostal preacher. Fire and brimstone.
Just don't ostracize people for trying hard, because you're absolutely right. You used a lot of really good examples. Like, man, in order to be the best, you gotta do the best, you know? And like,
not a hard equation.
No, and if I want to get good at this, yeah.
Oh,
but you can't do that to your brother.
No.
You gotta jazz your brother up. Like when somebody says that, like, yeah, fuck yeah, he's really good at it.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how you respond to it.
100%. Be like, yeah, he's fucking badass.
Yeah.
I hope I'm at that level when I'm in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
I was.
So, I mean, did he understand where you were coming from?
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
did you ever like settle down and guys actually like?
We tried to talk about it a little bit. It was one of those, you know, I'm getting the teenage year eye rolls.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not going to stop having these conversations because even if they won't admit it, it's getting in their head.
Yeah, and they're listening.
And that they may not acknowledge, but they're listening.
And you'll notice that like you'll say that shit, and then it's almost you have to influence their decision. You have to tell them what you're looking for. They won't do it right now, but a week or two down the road, you'll start to notice like they're incorporating it a little bit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's more like they want to feel like it was their decision, which is perfectly fine
and
with
they
me.
are absolutely capable of having agency over their life. And I want them to have agency. I want them to take ownership.
That's human nature, though. Is like you don't want to be told what to do. That's why you're in the position that you're in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't like to be told what to do.
Don't work well with authority.
Right. There's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The problem was I didn't take enough time to compose myself, and I was very reactionary, and I have a propensity to do that.
Yeah.
When I probably should have sat in it for a minute. And when we got home, had a conversation. But the other thing was they're bumping their gums at each other, and Jace wouldn't shut the fuck up and kept calling him a tryhard. And so after the 5th time I heard it, I'm like, all right, let's have a conversation.
Let's break this down.
And so it was, we ended up leaving the office a little bit early because I knew if I started having that conversation here, there's nothing in this fucking office that's soundproof.
Right.
I'm like, this entire fucking office, including clients, are going to hear me have this conversation with the boys. It's probably going to be pretty R-rated, so I'm going to take this to the fucking car. So that's where we're going to talk about it. But I get it. And sometimes it's easy to want to follow the crowd and feel like you're in with your friends. You know, they're making fun of people, but I'm like, that you have to have enough wherewithal and enough moral independence to be like, no.
Right. Or to just stand by your decision to have his back. You don't have to get in it. You know what I mean? Just be like, yeah, fuck yeah, he's awesome at it.
Right.
You know, and then just let him go.
And then be like, hey, let's go.
Yeah. Let's get the hell out of here.
We don't need to stand around and hang out with a bunch of kids that are dicks.
Right.
And that's the biggest thing that I'm trying to convey to them. At the end of the day, I want you to be able to understand you have self-worth and value.
Right.
Nobody else needs to make that determination for you. At the end of the day, for you, if you're hanging around with somebody that's not, being uplifting, being supportive, being a good friend, they may not be a friend.
Right.
And that's not blaming them. We don't know what their situation is.
No.
But you don't have to surround yourself with people just because. And it's the same conversation we had with X in the past. I don't need 100 pennies. I need 4 quarters.
Right.
That's what I need. The value's all still the same, but I'm getting a lot more value from those 4 than I am from the other 100.
Straight up.
And it's so simple. So simple. So that's my old man screaming at the sky rants for this week. Fuck. I was so pissed. So pissed. Let's see. Where are we at here? Well, 110. It's all right.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
It's like a brisk walk,
Brisk walk.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get into conspiracy corner, I want to talk about an existential crisis.
Okay.
Okay. I always appreciate your enthusiasm for
Yeah.
my fucking, just off the cuff fucking, pulls here.
I love it. It gives me good talking material at work.
To all the guys that work with Mikey B, I apologize I put him through this. I love him dearly for this. So, one of the things I think about a lot is we are our existence is so inconsequential in the grand scheme of our existence inside of this universe.
Very.
And so I hopped into ChatGPT and I said, listen, kind of having an existential crisis here, thinking about the fact that like my existence means literally nothing
Except to you.
except to me
Yeah.
and the people that I have direct
Sure.
effect upon in one way or another,
Yep.
directly, indirectly, what have you. So I said, I want to hear some like cool space facts and shit like that. Things that really are going to feed into my existential crisis and really let me dig deep into feeling insignificant. That will allow me to embrace my millennial apathy and how much life is just indifference and nobody cares. So, with
This is so right up my alley.
yeah,
Though. I love
100%.
it. I love it.
So, number one, the observable universe is 93 billion light years across.
That is an existential amount of time. Like, it's
It's not like 93 billion miles.
no.
It's 93 billion light years across. And we have no frame of reference for how large and infinite that distance is.
Well, let's just American it up. How many football fields long is that? Like,
I need a banana for scale.
please.
How many bananas laid end to end is 93 billion light years? I could ask that question, but I don't feel like editing out the quiet part. So we're not going to worry about it. But valid, right? 93 billion light years. So even if we had a spaceship that traveled at light speed, we could only reach a fraction of the cosmos. The rest, completely and utterly unreachable, especially with the expansion, the speed at which the universe is expanding.
Right.
All right. So it's like trying to find the meaning in the YouTube's comment section.
Girl. Yeah. That's fair.
It's so valid,
Oh
right?
my God. Yeah.
All right. So moving on. I'm a big fan of like all things space. Again, because it's the great unknown.
Right.
Right? There's things out there we can't even wrap our minds around.
Yeah, it's weird to think that we don't know much about space and we know even less about marine, like underwater.
Oh, all the things we don't know about humans in general.
I know.
Right?
Like it's crazy shit.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
So this one is the JWST, which is the James Webb Space Telescope, has seen galaxies older than theories predicted. Wild. So the James Webb Space Telescope has observed fully formed galaxies existing only 300 to 400 million years after the Big Bang, way earlier than models predicted. It's making scientists rethink how quickly galaxies could form, or if our understanding of the early universe is fundamentally flawed.
You said 3 to 4 million years before the Big Bang?
No, existing only 3 to 400 million years after the Big Bang. So they're saying that
wow.
universes have been able to coalesce and form in a much less time constraint than what was originally theorized, which is crazy.
Huh.
And it's the thing is, it's like realizing everything you thought you knew in school might be outdated,
right,
or just straight up wrong. Cosmology is being rewritten in real time. Like, and that's what we don't realize. Like, with the advent of these like super deep space telescopes and all this crazy shit that they have going on, we're learning about things that, you could never see with the naked eye.
That James Webb telescope is pretty fucking incredible.
It's fucking terrifying.
It puts
the
together
stuff
some
that it
real
finds,
images. Like
it blows me away. Here's the other one. So the Hubble Space Telescope originally suggested that there was like around 100 to 200 billion galaxies.
That's a lot.
That's a fucking shitload. Scientific term. So the JWST data suggests as many as 2 trillion.
Jeez.
That's like a 10x. That's a 10x. So
2 trillion.
10 times more than what Hubble thought there was. 2 trillion galaxies. With each galaxy, so 2 trillion galaxies, each galaxy with billions of stars and possibly trillions of planets. I mean, it fundamentally breaks something inside of my brain when I think about things at that level, at that size.
Yeah, it's like with all the large numbers, you almost envision space as like downtown LA at 5 o'clock.
Right.
Just absolutely. But it's so large.
And still so vast.
Yeah.
With all the dead space in between. All the space in space.
Yeah.
Which it just, you look at these galaxies like a single galaxy. And inside of that singular galaxy, there are hundreds of billions of stars.
Yeah.
And then in our solar system, we have a single star and we have fucking 9 planets.
Yeah.
Bro.
I know.
Fucking crazy talk.
So I visited, I think it's called the Green Bank Observatory.
Okay.
Which is in West Virginia.
Okay.
And what they do is they have these giant satellites. They're kind of protected by this mountain ridge right here. And then there's a very small town over here of like population of like 240 people.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's right out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
They got all these giant satellites and you can go in and do a tour. And what they're doing is basically sending radio signals out into space.
What a terrible idea.
And trying to get it to reverberate off of something and then trying to figure out where it is, what it is, what kind of things. And that's what they do here. They just send these signals out into space and try to get stuff back.
Stop it.
Yeah. And
why don't you just light a fucking flare?
And but yeah, you get to tour around some of the buildings. They drive you all the way around and you could see, they have like everything interferes with this though. Like they had this weird interference and they found out that it was close and this guy comes in and he's like trying to figure out where it was. And it was a fucking like a 1970s microwave from somebody's house in the community in there. So they went and like told them like, hey, this is affecting our stuff. Like we're going to take it out, but we'll buy you one that doesn't affect it, you know? And they bought her like a new one that doesn't affect it. But yeah, I was like,
it's probably like, these motherfuckers gave me a shitty fucking microwave.
Yeah, anti-radioactive fucking microwave.
I want my food to come out at 270 degrees.
but that was pretty cool, you know, going to check that out.
Oh, 100%.
And they probably do shit like that all over the United States.
It is the vastness of space it just breaks something inside of me where it's like, not that it makes me like depressed, but it makes me really think like, I had to pay $6 for 2 coffees this morning with like these made up fake paper money thing. And
I've been right where you are before.
And now I'm like worried about recycling and what?
The fuck am I even doing? I know. The fuck am I doing?
Why do I even care about any of this? None of this matters. This is so stupid. I'm going to be dead in 80 years. Like, what the fuck?
I've been right where you are, like.
So, all right. So the next one is most of the universe is invisible. Dark matter makes up 85% of the mass of the universe, and we have no idea what it is.
Yeah, we don't.
Then there's dark energy, which makes up 70% of the energy in the universe and is responsible for accelerating its expansion.
And we don't know what it is.
So we don't even understand most of what exists. It's like trying to write your autobiography, but realizing 90% of your life was off camera.
Can you? And imagine all of the material that we have to explain all of this. And then it says that we don't really know shit. We know like
we know
like 15%.
To quote Ruth from Ozark, we don't know fuck about shit.
We don't know fuck about shit.
Fucking,
and that's accurate.
That is so true.
Yeah.
It's so fucking true. All right. Next one. Black holes might be the most normal thing in the cosmos. Not only are supermassive black holes found at the center of most galaxies, including ours, but they may also be the engines that help shape them. Some theories even suggest black holes could be gateways to other universes or dimensions. And without going down that rabbit hole, I just watched Interstellar again.
Mhm.
God, I love fucking Christopher Nolan.
I've never seen that movie.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm super fucking serious.
Shame on you. It is 3 fucking hours, and it is one of the most emotional films I've ever watched.
Really?
It is absolutely gut-wrenching. I'm not gonna spoil a
That's probably
single.
why I haven't watched it then.
Please watch it. It is absolutely worth the watch. You cannot go wrong. I'm not gonna say another fucking word about it. Watch it, and we'll talk about it next week
All right.
because it is fucking amazing. It is absolutely amazing. All right. We are made of stardust, but so is everything else. Every atom in your body, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, was forged in the heart of a dying star. It's poetic, but also everyone and everything shares that story. There's nothing special about you, Snowflake.
Why does it call you Snowflake? That's fucked up.
My chat GPT is a little snarky.
Yeah.
I programmed it that way. I wanted to give me some shit a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I
Yeah.
definitely like that. Eventually, and this is the other one. Eventually, the universe will die a cold, silent death. Heat death. Entropy always wins. Stars will burn out, black holes will evaporate, and the universe will expand into a cold, empty void where nothing new can ever form again. It's called the Big Freeze.
The Big Freeze.
And I think when I last looked this up again, existential crisis time. Yeah, I'm like, I really got to get into this. And then I'm like, oh, it's 4 trillion years away.
Yeah, we still got a little while. Eventually can be a long time.
Well, and the thing is, like, legitimately, if the entire formation of the universe was like a calendar, I've heard this. I don't know if you've heard somebody describe it this way. If the entire universe was the calendar, right? And January 1 at midnight was the start of the universe, our existence has been like a single second. And December 31st at the end of the year at 11:59 and 59 seconds.
Wow.
Like, that's looking at that timeline.
Right.
So like we are barely a second in an entire year's worth of time.
Yeah.
Has been our known existence, which again could be millions upon millions of years. It's just so fucking crazy to me. And again,
it is
all these crazy things that we worry about and like money and societal norms and this, that, and everything else. It's like, why don't we just start drinking again? Fuck it.
None of this matters anyway.
Nothing matters. I'm just going to get a shirt emblazoned with millennial apathy and just fucking rock it constantly. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's so crazy to think about the vastness of the cosmos.
Mm-hmm.
And like, now I'm upset because my kids calling each other tryhards. I'm like, it doesn't matter. There's tens of trillions of stars in the universe. Dad, why are you crying? Because nothing matters. We're all made of stars.
Oh,
I don't know.
It feels good.
It felt very topical.
Yeah,
you know,
it is. It is. Everybody goes through this, I think, at some point.
Yeah, and every now and again I'll come across a TikTok or something, and I'm just like, it makes you go, whoa.
Yeah.
It just like that. I do the eyebrow raise and I'm like, oh man, this makes me uncomfortable. I don't like this.
Makes me a little sweaty. Like,
I don't like this.
Here I am sitting in my little room, like,
yeah, in my little room.
Yeah, like, fuck?
Just looking around, like,
all closed in.
Oh my god, we're like burning coal to power turbines so I can record a stupid fucking podcast. Like, this is so crazy. What are we even doing?
This is why we killed the dinosaurs.
This shit is so masturbatory. What are we even doing here? Fuck. Just gonna go home. I'm not even gonna shower anymore. Just gonna jerk off and eat Doritos all day long. All right.
I miss Doritos.
Miss Doritos. They're not gone. They're in the store. Trade some of that fucking made up paper money for it. All right. So let's jump into Conspiracy Corner with Mikey B. What do you got for me this week, my guy?
The missing pyramids of Antarctica.
Oh, okay.
This is pretty cool. This has got a lot of... So some people believe that a massive ancient pyramid lies buried under the ice in Antarctica, possibly built by an advanced lost civilization, maybe even Altians or extraterrestrials, right? So some satellite images show pyramid-shaped structures on the Ellsworth Mountains, fueling speculation that Antarctica was once home to a thriving pre-Ice Age society. Some say that ancient maps like the Piri Reis map from 1513 show Antarctica ice-free, hinting that humans or someone else knew about it long before modern discovery.
And I think shit like that is super wild. So I see like those older maps and shit, and I'm like,
Yeah,
it's pretty wild. Like, again, they didn't have Google Earth, right?
right.
Couldn't just go search for shit. But it was like these guys, they were like true blue crazy explorers.
Yeah,
Like,
and they like drew these fucking maps of the places that they
yeah.
found.
And they
You know?
left their home
Yeah.
largely under the assumption to never return.
Right. And this, I mean, like this one from 1513. I mean, that's a long fucking time ago.
Yeah.
You know? I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I guess they could lie about it, but I don't know. Oh,
But to what end?
yeah, right. Like, why would you just say that? Why would you just say that it's all green when it's all snow? Like, watch this. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh my God, death by Celsius. Fuck.
it just doesn't make much sense. So,
Hey guys,
listen.
play a joke.
Yeah. Hey guys, this is gonna be really funny.
Hey man, give me the green paint. Bring that green paint over here. We're gonna fuck with these assholes.
Yeah, get the birds over here. We're gonna send this back home.
Yes.
So in 2016, satellite images surfaced showing a massive pyramid-like structure deep in Antarctica's Ellsworth Mountains. So this is
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
Unlike natural formations, it has 4 distinct sides, similar to the Great Pyramid of Giza. This fueled speculation that it could be a man-made structure, possibly from a lost civilization. So some geologists claim that it's a Nunatak, which is just a mountain peak.
Yeah.
Peeking through,
Yeah.
which I guess it absolutely could be. But conspiracy theorists argue the perfect symmetry suggests intelligent design. Because, I mean, have you ever seen a mountaintop perfectly symmetrical? Because I haven't either.
No, I have not.
No,
Your
I have
Honor.
not. That'll be enough of that.
To the brig. Is that what they say?
Yeah. To the brig with him.
No, I'm holding you in contempt, sir.
Yeah. I've never had to say that before. So
I hold myself in contempt. That's from Liar Liar.
Yes.
Call out millennials.
So, ancient maps and the Atlantis connection.
Okay.
One of the biggest twists comes from an old mysterious document like the Piri Reis map that we talked about from 1513. The ancient map, supposedly based on an even older source, shows Antarctica without ice 300 years before it was officially discovered.
No shit.
Yeah, so that's kind of crazy. That's quite a long time, 300 years. So if it was once ice-free, could it have been home to a civilization? You know, you would imagine so,
Sure.
right? Because right now it's pretty unfucking livable. But you've always heard like weird stuff about Antarctica. Have you ever heard about oh man, I forget the name of it now, but it's basically a big ass cave where we keep our seeds.
Yeah.
So in case anything ever happens, there's like seeds for everything.
I think
down
that's
there.
actually in Norway or something.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you're
it's
right.
in Norway, but yes.
Maybe you're right.
Yes.
So I got geographically, where's Norway opposed to Antarctica? Because I really don't know.
The other side of the planet.
Okay, I would say, is it all the way over or is it next to it?
So if Antarctica's down here and this is the globe, Norway's way up here.
But if it's flat, it's over here, right? It's about 30 football fields away.
Don't make me pull out my jump to conclusions, Matt, here. We are not talking some flat earth bullshit. Do not play those fucking games with me. You can spot a lot of bullshit. We are not doing flat earth bullshit. Fuck that.
That could be a conversation for another day. You ever seen...
Listen, we can absolutely discuss it, but there is not, gun to my head, I will never admit the earth is flat. That is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard.
I was going to say, for the record, I don't believe there's flat earth.
Thank you.
But I've watched some of them fucking videos, and some of that shit is fucking ridiculous. Like, what are you guys doing right now? Like, you're just breaking rules on purpose, like, just to spite your fucking argument. Anyway. So, these are kind of crazy. So, for some fucking reason, in 2016, John Kerry, which was the Secretary of State at the time, actually visited Antarctica, but nobody knows why, and there was no briefing on why he went there.
See, and
So
that
it's like, why would you even
and that
go?
really crinkles my tinfoil hat
Yeah.
because I want to know.
Yeah, like,
I
why are you there?
I want to know. There's no reason to fucking go
The
there.
only people there, you see the people there, they're in the big fucking yellow parkas walking around because it's fucking miserable over there. Like,
Yes.
it's like nobody goes there. So another like high profile visit was Patriarch Kirill, which was head of the Russian Orthodox Church, visited in 2016 and allegedly saw something deeply moving, like emotionally. So that's kind of awkward too.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's
very.
fucking weird.
So Buzz Aldrin, the
Yeah.
astronaut,
Yeah.
he visited and later tweeted, then deleted something cryptic and said, "We are all in danger. It is evil itself." I know. So that's super.
I I I don't know what to make of that. What do you
I don't know
fucking
either.
make of that?
It's
Because
Buzz.
like Buzz Aldrin's like that's like what I learned about in school. Like I based
Yeah,
all of my love of space and stuff on those stories.
right.
You know,
Everybody heard about Buzz Aldrin.
that's what she did. I love the video too where he punches the moon landing denier.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking great too. But that's crazy. So it's evil. What read me the quote again?
We are all in danger. It is evil itself.
Was it on the sauce?
I don't know. I didn't see the video. But like they said, what did they see? Some theorists claim that they were inspecting ancient ruins, lost technology, or even alien artifacts that were buried beneath the ice. But nobody knows. These are all
Yeah.
like visits that we know about, but
Like there's been
nobody
no
knows.
disclosure.
Right.
Right.
There's no briefing, there's no report on it. So if an advanced civilization once thrived in Antarctica before a catastrophic freeze, what else could be buried beneath the miles thick ice? Miles thick ice. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, and one thing that they've talked about in the past too is like the magnetic pole shift.
Right.
You
Well,
know,
that's the thing. Like, what if the ice melts? I
right?
mean,
What if all of a sudden Antarctica ends up where Aruba is,
yeah.
and now something else is now Antarctica? Like shit just gets fucking weirder and weirder and weirder.
Well, the reason that I actually picked this one was because recently we've seen some stuff about the potential power poles underneath the pyramids.
Yeah.
Still not confirmed, but I've seen some other people talking about it too. Like, hey, what is this? You
Yeah.
know, like,
I want Graham Hancock on this right now, like
'cause
immediately.
there's been people in the past that have reported similar things.
Sure.
And they've just been kind of like pushed
Right.
aside.
Right.
I don't know if it's because people don't believe them or if they're intentionally
Right.
maybe pushed aside. But this
Start scanning all the shit in Central America,
everything. Well,
in South America.
we've-
Scan it all.
we've
Now I
seen-
want to know.
we've seen like public documentaries that show like they have like these little battery packs that they found inside the pyramids and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, and now they've got the
Well, and
the waters.
they're so quick to just explain everything away.
Yeah, for
Which
sure.
is like, as a scientist, isn't it your job to be inquisitive? It's
question everything.
Exactly. Question everything. Don't ever make any assumptions about anything.
Because scientists say that when science is wrong, it didn't, or something like this. When science is wrong, it didn't lie. It just learned more.
Right.
Because it
Right.
just constantly evolves because you're supposed to question everything.
Absolutely. I think it's really interesting to hear like these theories and things like that, where they're talking about potentially more advanced ancient civilizations, but advanced in a different way.
Right.
Yeah, we advanced with like hardwired electricity.
Mm-hmm.
We've advanced with microplastics. Yay,
Hey.
humans. And different things like that.
Yeah.
But like, what if an ancient civilization was able to utilize like Tesla style technology, radio frequency electricity?
Yeah. Right. Digging it right out of the earth, basically.
Right.
I
mean, there's just so much that you don't know.
Yeah. And like the more history you read that's a little more recent, man, really just seems Like we could have done things differently, but we based everything around capitalism
Right.
and making money.
Right.
You know?
And I love capitalism, but sometimes it's really fucking shit up.
Yeah, well, because like you said, like money isn't even really real if you think about it. It's all made up. It's all made up
So
shit.
it's only because we've assigned it value.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
it.
exactly it.
Because gold probably isn't really the most precious metal.
No,
you know,
not by any stretch.
Just-
It has very little utility.
yeah, it's just what we could find the most of, probably.
Bingo.
Like,
wait,
shiny.
We can only find this here. So if we hold on to all of it and we just assign it some weird value, we're good.
And then we're just gonna tell everybody that this is the best.
There you go.
Yep.
And then they find a huge gold deposit. Like, fuck.
Right. Let's go take that.
Yeah. There we go. Now we've started the military industrial complex.
Let's gather 500,000 people and go take that gold mine in Congo. It's not called Congo yet, though.
Yeah, it's just Africa.
Yeah, it's just Africa.
That other continent.
The big one over there, across the water.
Yeah,
Get the boats. Get the boats.
Head that way. There's so much out there.
Yeah.
That we just don't know.
Well, and like, I mean, it all goes back to your existential crisis. There's so much that we don't know that, like, it's just fun to theorize.
Right.
I still don't really know what I believe. I just know that I'm kind of existing here, but it's all really fun to theorize about and like, kind of assume what we're doing here.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and I mean, the crazy thing is we don't understand exactly what this level of existence means. We don't know what happens when we die. Yeah, those people that are religious, they believe heaven and hell. But you talk to these people that like they utilize psychedelics, whether they use like DMT or whatever. But then when they're on DMT, there's such a correlation between everybody's stories of them like doing this certain thing and walking through this certain door and talking to these beings that are described as this.
Right.
That all of a sudden it's like, so are they like accessing a different plane of existence? Are they like dipping their toe into what the afterlife looks like? Like you just don't know.
Yeah, and a psychedelic experience will fucking do that to you, dude. It'll really open your eyes. I mean, it did to me anyway. You know, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like what? It's just a weird feeling.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's to be able to look at something and see it kind of flowing like water.
Right.
You know, is weird.
Right.
Like,
well, it really messes
hell?
with the fabric of how you see reality.
Exactly. Like this doesn't seem like a stationary object anymore.
Right.
You know, it's like you look at it through this. I don't know. I don't know if you put a veil on or you take a veil off. I don't know exactly what it is. It's just another layer.
That's a great way to think about it. Yeah. Exactly. We don't know if we're moving forward, moving backward, transposing ourselves into a different multiverse, or I mean, it could be it could be nothing.
Yeah, it could just be poisoning our brain.
It could be a chemical reaction in our brain where our brain's going, "Stop doing this! Stop doing this!" Oh man,
and
the walls are breathing, bro.
And here I am just jamming a dubstep, like.
Thank you, Excision. Up next is Subtronics. You know that, but that's exactly right.
Who knows?
You don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But I think that's the exciting part about the human experience is that we can do these different things and we can research and we can explore. And I think being excited about being alive is the most exciting thing you can do as a human.
Very true. Yeah.
You know, anybody can float through life. Anybody can exist. Look at all the pieces of shit that we know.
Right.
Right. You're just existing.
Right.
I don't want to exist. I want to thrive.
Yeah, I want to do some shit.
I want to be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not here to build a legacy and create an empire. I'm here to love my family, love my friends, and make the most of whatever this 80, 90, 100 years is potentially going to be. That's what I'm excited about.
80, 90, 100. Man.
I never thought I'd make it past 40. Here I am at 43, just fucking life in its ass. I mean, that's what I got. It doesn't always have to be ass play. I really need to fucking mix that up a little bit. Maybe life's a woman, you know, if we make some sweet love.
It could be. You fucked 2 asses today, so we're going to have to get a woman in there somewhere.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Fuck, man. What a day. What an episode. It's been a hell of a week. I think I like doing these on Friday because I sometimes relax on the weekend. So I'm not as pumped up as I enter the early week. So really, I can let all of my stresses from the week culminate into Friday night so we can create these bangers of an episode
fucking
for our tens of listeners.
I might have added another one today.
There you go.
I told my buddy I had a podcast. He's like, "What is the name of your podcast anyway?" So he looked it up and he's started listening to the last one. And he's like, "The fuck do you guys talk about anyway?" I goes, "Well, you're gonna have to listen to it." I goes, "It's really just a bunch of like two millennials just absolutely bitching about everything." I'm like, "But we throw some funny stuff in there." I said, they're only an hour long. I said, "Throw it on when you're driving." He's like, "I'll listen to it today."
Yeah.
So,
well, we appreciate our 11s of listeners now.
Yep. I'm gonna just keep recruiting them one at a time,
one
baby. One at a time.
This is called organic growth, baby. This is what we do at Incredibly Uncensored.
And when we get to 3 digits, we're gonna have some kind of a celebration.
Dude, 3 digits. I won't even know what to do. I'll be bricked up for a week straight. I have to fucking stick a needle in that bitch. Drain the blood. He can't talk. There's no blood in his body.
I've had an erection for more than 4 hours. I got to do something about this. No, doc, I didn't take medicine. This
is all me, baby.
This is pure testosterone, baby.
Yeah. Let's go. Woo. All right.
Oh, shit.
I guess that's it for this episode. God
yeah, let's go watch some fucking basketball,
dude, let's
baby.
watch some basketball. Well, for Incredibly Uncensored, I am Johnny B. Goyd. What the sweet fuck was that? I think I just had a stroke. Is my mouth drooping? What the fuck just happened? Oh,
I'm glad you're recording it because you're going to see your face go, Johnny B. Goyd.
Oh, God. I have like secondhand embarrassment from something I said firsthand. This is crazy. I'm all hot and sweaty right now. That was fucking terrible.
It's almost third-hand embarrassment. This is weird.
Oh my God, I think I'm going to die. Let's run that back. So, with Incredibly Uncensored, I am Johnny B. Good. I just kind of did it again.
You almost did. You were thinking about it really hard. You're like, I can't fucking do this.
I fucking quit. I'm all done. That is it.
And I'm Mikey B.
Yeah, the reasonable one.
See you later.
You know what? We need multiple syllables here. This is your fucking fault. We're going to start pronouncing your entire last name, so you got to toss that out there. God damn it! We will see you guys next week. Much love and peace. Bye-bye. Bye.